High up in the mountains here at Spielberg, it's time for qualifying on what will be the fastest laps of the season. Stand by for qualifying at the Austrian Grand Prix.
Here are the top 5 cars as things stand. Verstappen, Hadjar, Ocon, Leclerc and Porsche. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Ocon, Leclerc and Porsche. And we're in front of Doohan, Gasly and Iwasa. The fastest lap at the moment, 1:03.3. We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now. So, just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Hadjar, Norris and Piastri. And just behind us are Leclerc, Doohan and Ocon. The fastest lap at the moment, 1:04.1. The top 5 cars as things stand. Hadjar, Norris, Piastri, Ocon and Leclerc. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:02.5.
Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Dennis Hauger lines up on pole position, and Isack Hadjar completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Oscar Piastri, Ocon, Leclerc, Doohan, Gasly, Iwasa, Behrman, Sargent, Théo Pourchaire, Leclerc, Verstappen, Vesti, Albon, Hülkenberg, Tsunoda, Joe, Enzo Fittipaldi. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice starts. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want you to bog down. Okay, good parking there, mate. Now we need to make sure we get a great launch as the race starts.
High up in the mountains here at Spielberg, it's time for qualifying on what will be the fastest laps of the season. Stand by for qualifying at the Austrian Grand Prix.
Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Verstappen, and we're in front of Norris, Leclerc and Porsche. The fastest lap at the moment, 1:03.0. Okay, we've been pushed down to P13. You're leading the pack, that's P1. And just behind us are Piastri, Norris and Leclerc. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:11.0. Quick position rundown for you. The top 5 are Hadjar, Verstappen, Norris, Leclerc and Piastri. The fastest lap at the moment, 1:13.6. First position, front of the pack, and we're in front of Norris, Hadjar and Leclerc. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:11.4.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. It's a short lap here in Spielberg with just 10 corners, 7 to the right and 3 to the left, making up the total distance of 2.6 miles. And expect to see a lot of cars running wide today, especially through the last corner, as the wet conditions make the cars skittish through the downhill sections. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Isack Hadjar lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hauger, Leclerc, Iwasa, Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, Ocon, Leclerc, Albon, Gasly, Doohan, Tsunoda, Fittipaldi, Sargent, Hulkenberg, Théo Pourchaire, Vesti, Behrman, and Zhou Guanyu. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not.
Yeah, they have, and it's, rule number 1, beat your teammate. They're the one that share the same equipment as you, and yes, the cars can vary in setup from race to race and depending on who has which style, but essentially they're your barometer, the yardstick. If you can beat them, that's the first job you have to do. And it looks like it's going their way, doesn't it? And they need to carry on this momentum, this energy through the rest of the season.
Okay, so our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of this lap. Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get a good launch as the race starts. Keep an eye on the lights, the start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch. weather's going to dry up in about 5 minutes' time. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. Job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Safety car deployed. Stay positive.
Okay, we've been informed of an incident which has resulted in lots of loose debris on the track. A safety car is being deployed. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. You're leading the pack, that's P1, and Verstappen's behind. They're on old intermediates, and your pit window opens in 2 laps' time. 29 laps to go. No threat of rain for the time being, conditions look good. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. Okay, we can take you this lap. Okay, go, go, go! Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. All right, we'll be doing one more stop today. 1 stop left in this strategy. Okay, this isn't your true position. They haven't pitted yet, so don't waste time fighting. Bring your tyres in gently and let's go for it. Okay, let's catch up to the field a bit. We're dropping too far back. Remember, we need to stay within 10 car lengths of the next car. Okay, radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now. Inters look like the best tyre for now. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. P12, you got P12, and that's Fittipaldi ahead. They're on old intermediates. That's Hulkenberg behind. Less than a second separates you. They're on old intermediates. Okay, gap to leader, 5.3 seconds. Your pit window opens in 15 laps time, and 26 laps to go now. Okay, Isack, we've got more fuel in hand than we need, so let's push and use it all up. Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. Charles is in for his stop now. Okay, that's Sonoda just ahead. Come on, push hard. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old intermediates. Their tyres are 12 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap, 1:12.6. And you're closing by 0.4 a lap. Keep it going. No rain expected for the time being. We're not certain which is the best tyre right now, dries or inters. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 20.1 seconds. Mate, you made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it. Box, we're coming in this lap. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:05.5. As things stand, we're going to be leading the championship. Understood, stopping this lap. Okay, let's go now. Come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. place, you're in second place. Verstappen's ahead of you. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Leclerc's behind you. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, we're into the last 10 laps now. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Yes, mate, I'll take that. Well done. We're really happy with the podium down here, so well done. Yes!
The checkered flag is out. We're going to be hearing that Dutch national anthem again because it's victory for Max Verstappen.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory they've secured here. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.